Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lost in the Reel. My name is Sean.
And my name is Morgan.
And today we're talking about the new film Bob Trevino Likes It, starring John Leguizamo and Barbie Ferreira. Bob Trevino Likes It follows a young girl named Lily who is really struggling in life. She's in her early 20s, doesn't have a lot of friends, and finds herself very lonely all the time, but still has this incredible sense of optimism. One day, her and her dad have a huge falling out, and he refuses to speak to her and basically shuts her out of his life. In the meantime, while trying to get a hold of her father again, she tries to find him on Facebook and finds a different Bob Trevino and creates a friendship, an unlikely friendship, with this older man who has the same name as her father, but is definitely not her father. Okay, Morgan, let's start off with the positives.
So, positives is that it was perfectly acted. I loved every single actor in this movie so much. And directing was great, writing was great, and honestly, nothing was wasted.
Mm.
I just thought it was so well done. Writing, directing, acting, everything had me watching it the whole time, and I was engaged. All positive.
Yeah, so basically, there are so many positives about this movie. And the first thing that came to mind was there are so few movies nowadays that really kind of restore your faith in humanity.
Restoring my faith in humanity.
And I can think of like just a few off the top of my head. There's like Peanut Butter Falcon, Captain Fantastic, certain movies like that that really like uplift you in a way that feels genuine. But also is just like there are good people out there in this world and don't forget it. And that's what this movie reminded me. And these two characters are so fascinating. And I mean, Barbie Ferreira's character, first of all, she is a revelation here. Like, did you not love her?
I loved her. I never saw you. Well, I never really watched Euphoria, and so this is my first time really seeing her, and I loved her. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her in obviously Euphoria, and she kind of got put in the background in season 2, and then she's not even going to be in season 3. And then I saw this movie, I think it's called Unpregnant, that she was quite good in. But this movie, she is incredible. And this is not an easy role because this character is a little unhinged and delulu.
You are unhinged!
Yes, 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 but in like the most charismatic, empathetic way. I was just like, I'm
Yeah.
here for you, Lily. Her character. I'm just like, yes. I
Yeah,
think she
like
did a superb job.
she's cuckoo, but she's so endearing. Like you just can't help but love her because she is such a good person and she is so optimistic and empathetic, like you said. And then this is probably one of John Leguizamo's best roles in years.
Same. I agree.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see him, and I was expecting overacting at some point, but like no, it was just everything. That another huge positive was like it felt so real. These
Yeah.
characters and dynamics. It was perfect on both ends for Barbie
I
and
would
John.
completely agree with you on that. The word for me, like lived in. These characters feel lived in. When you meet both of them, it already feels like they have all these lives and you're just like being popped into their lives at this moment. There's not a lot of exposition. It's very much so like here it is, and you're already in for the ride with them.
And can we talk about that? This is why I love this movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Gotta spoil it for everybody, huh?
But because like one of the huge positives is it just drops you in, and it's not spoon feeding you the storyline. You just have these characters so well written, and the dialogue and interactions where everything is like perfect and nothing's wasted. No time,
Mm-hmm.
interactions, experiences, scenes. Nothing's wasted. You can see everything for every scene, where it's going, who they are.
Yep. No, I agree. Nothing is wasted. And it's like there's John Leguizamo's wife in this, who she also was incredible by the end. I was like, whoo, like who is that actress? But I don't recognize her, but she was incredible here.
I
And
recognize her.
you did from
Yeah.
what?
Why Women Kill season 2.
Oh, definitely have not seen that. But she was great. And like even the scenes with her that might seem like, oh, what's this about her scrapbooking and going to this convention and stuff? It's like all of it has a purpose and it all comes together in such a beautiful way. This is definitely gonna be considered a movie for people. Like, if you want to cry, I'm sorry, I cried 3 times during this movie. Like, and not just like little tear, like sobbing crying.
We hear him sobbing in the fridge most mornings.
The last 2 times. There's a scene. I don't want to give it away.
You can't give it away.
Yeah.
But Sean, I'm with you. And I don't like to cry in movies anymore. I avoid all these types of films. And holy crap, I cried so hard, and I will rewatch it to cry again.
Amen. And you know why you're gonna rewatch it? It's because these characters are so like I loved these characters. I loved their relationship. Everything felt so genuine. Everything felt so earned. Nothing felt like schmaltzy or like they were trying to tug at your heartstrings or like use a formula to try to make you cry. Like it just felt authentic.
Authentic. And it's funny because I think we've seen this story before. Like, I was very nervous at first. I was like, oh, please don't go the way of, I don't even know, Lost in Translation, the one with
Yeah, an older fellow and a younger woman. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna go there, and it didn't. And again, the authenticity of it was superb. So it was great.
And I love your point there, Morgan, because there are so many movies that would have taken that route where it's like, let's add some romance in there or whatnot. And this movie is about a platonic friendship. And for me, that is so refreshing. There's so few movies out there as well that not only restore your faith in humanity, but also like really show an authentic friendship for what it is. And this movie does that in a way, and I really appreciate that.
Same. Okay, so negatives. Do you have any negatives?
Negatives. No.
Sean,
I'm really gonna have to think about that one because I love this movie.
I love it too, and I did not expect to love it. I really didn't, and I love it too.
Okay, since we have to always have some negatives because not any film project is completely perfect. If I have to,
there's some, but okay.
Are really
Yeah.
very few.
Very few, but there's some.
If I have to nitpick, I would say the dad character. I felt like if there was anything about the film that didn't feel authentic, I would say that the dad might be a little bit more of a caricature than all of the other characters because there's not really anything about her dad that is like redeemable. He's just awful. And I kept searching for like a scene to be like, oh, like I feel kind of bad for him or, and like that never happened. And yes, there are some people in this world who are just not redeemable at all and are just horrible people.
Your father's not a garbage man. He's a garbage person.
But like, I was kind of waiting to be like, have a moment where it's like, okay, like he does have some good in him. But that never came. So I would say, if anything, because this is a film that does feel so genuine and authentic, that maybe the dad character doesn't as much.
I can see what you're saying. I think there were moments where, actually, no, a moment that he showed that he was like, okay, kind of a, quotation marks, a good father. And that felt real to me. But overall, I see what you mean, though, because he was very, like, character, like, I'm a bad father, very selfish kind of thing.
He's insufferable.
Insufferable. But I think for the time frame that we have, and acknowledging the authenticity of it, like, I think they did a good job. I think it was on point for what they needed.
So do you have any negatives?
Not a lot. No. I can't think of a lot besides, like, maybe the writing wowed me more than the directing itself. There are certain scenes where I was like, that's beautiful. This is amazing. Thank you. But overall, it didn't, like, wow me.
Yeah. It's a first-time feature director, and you're kind of going to find out a little bit later more about this writer and director as the film ends, but I wouldn't want to spoil it here. But I would agree that the screenplay is so strong, and the directing there's nothing special about it, but it's not like there's anything like horribly negative about it either.
No, totally, exactly. I think, yeah, just what you said. Sorry, I don't want to drag on. So
just what you said.
I agree. So, Sean, what do you rate Bob Trevino Likes It?
So this is definitely one of my favorite films of the year so far. I am gonna watch it again probably very soon. Not only is it funny and fun and has great characters, but it literally is heartbreaking and it tugs at your heartstrings. And it's just, as I said at the beginning, it literally restores your faith in humanity. And I need to have more content in my life like that because we're so used to seeing such negative things and negative people everywhere on our cell phones and everywhere in life, and people are so downtrodden. And to see a movie about two just really good people who deserve better in life and find each other, it truly made me happy and just put a smile on my face. And so I will be giving Bob Trevino Likes It a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice. Okay. I agree. That's actually my exact same score. Like, what?
Really?
Yeah, 4.5.
Yeah.
Like, this, I'm usually not a fan of these types of movies at all, usually. But I mean, the acting, writing, even the directing, like, it was so wonderfully done and restored my faith in humanity and made me cry and made me laugh, like ugly laugh, like just like an ugly cry. So that's a huge win for me. And for a first time writer director, I just I was shocked by how much I loved this movie, and I will rewatch it. And I'm already recommending it to everyone I know.
Yeah, this is a movie I can't see anybody not liking this movie.
Same.
Like, it doesn't matter if you like this isn't really like your cup of tea. This is one of those movies that everyone should go seek out because it's a really special film.
Very special. So unique. And if you need that little spark of life and joy again, and maybe some heartbreak, this is it. And I highly recommend it.
Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. Once again, this is Sean.
And this is Morgan. And please let us know how you like Bob Trevino Likes It. And also, what is like a movie that restores your faith in humanity again? We'd love to hear it.
Besides this one.
Let
us know in the comment section down below, guys. And until next time, take care.